welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to talk about how to load data to the base workspace and take the data to the model workspace. Similarly, when you have simulated your model and the output of your model you want to export to the base workspace. So let's have one requirement where your client has provided some data. Data T is the simulation time which is incrementing with the 10 millisecond of time, and model should execute for 0.2 seconds. X is the one input flag which is changing 1 and 0, and Y is your output which is incrementally going from 10 to 210. Now whenever you are getting X value equal to 1, you should pass this Y, otherwise you should set your output value as a 0. So let's create a model. I'm going to add two inputs. So input 1, which I'm going to call this as X. Then again input, which I'm going to call this as a Y. One constant I need. I'm going to set this value as 0. One switch I should have. And in my switch value, I should change the property to not equal to 0. And then OK. I am connecting. If my X is not equal to 0, that is 1, then I should send Y value, otherwise 0 value. And let's have one output. So I will use scope for display. Also, I will give all this data as an input to the scope. So I will add 3 inputs to the scope. How I can go? I can go here, scope, then type 3 over here, number of input ports, and layout. How do you want to arrange it? So I want to arrange in a vertical, and just apply. Okay. Now X should be my first input, then Y should be my second, and final output should be 3. Okay, now we have imported XY0. First, we have to load the data to the base workspace. So we will see here in the base workspace we don't have data. So we will go to import data. We will save this file. And here I will call my tut11 import data to model. This window will appear. Here I will say my data type should be a column vector. So X will be one column matrix, Y will be one matrix, and X will be one matrix as a column vector. And then I will say import. Now if we see in the base workspace we have this data. Now still if I simulate my model will say I don't know this X and Y data. So right, when simulation is done, here you will see nothing is changing because X, Y, this data are not set, so no operation is happening and everything will be 0 here. So let's go over here in the modeling, and we define those data. So here if I go in the start time 0 and the stop time is 20, so where the stop time is 0.2 is given to us, and I am going to take this as a fixed step. Solver is the discrete, and in the solver detail I am going to give this as 0.01, right, and just apply this. Then we have to go to data import, and here I want to say load from workspace. So my input should come from base workspace. So I'll check this. I will give the same name which I have in the base workspace. So T is the same name there. Then X is the one input I have, and then Y is another input I have. Now apply this and OK. Execute now. Okay, the compilation is done. Now if we see the X first, if we see the varying from 1010, the same data, same pattern which we have in the Excel file, then My y value is always incrementing in the 10 value increment, and then it is reaching to 200. And this is my simulated output, which is following condition: if my x is 1, then y value should pass. If x is 0, then 0 value should go. So here, if you see here, my x is 0, so here my y value or simulated output value is 0. Here again 0, so 0, same 0 and 0 and so on. So looks, my logic is correct. Now my job is, now I want to send this data, simulated data, to the base workspace again. So what I will do, I will type here to workspace and enter. And this is the one block which I'm going to use. This block I'm going to connect with my switch output, and I'm going to simulate this again. Now once I have used this, I'll go back to my base workspace. Here you will see one out will be always there. Here inside of it you will see sim out. How do you verify this is the only sim name? So your block name out dot sim out, you can define it to some other name also, and that should reflect same name in your base workspace. So again, going back over here, if you double click on it, here you will see this is how the result came. If I copy this and paste it over here, and I will also paste my x value on this side. So wherever you will see my x is 0, so this is my x value, this is my sim result. So here if you see the whenever x 0, my sim result is also becoming 0. So this is how we can load data from base workspace to the model workspace and load simulated result of model back to the base workspace and export outside. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this video. If you like it, please share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. See you in the next video.